What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter. A lot of people been saying truth. It's time for one of them classic interviews. One of them interviews that kind of stamped the culture. You done had the same people in front of that chair. Let's get something that's not really on the internet. I hollered at Shy. He told me, Truth, you lucky enough. I done counted all my money. I done did all my business. We gonna do it. How you doing, legend?
I'm good. How you coming?
Man, I'm coolin', bro. Now, for the people who don't know exactly what's going on, because it is new people that jump in the culture, you'll let them know exactly what your name is and like where you're from.
Shot Hoover, 39, low end. Anybody that know me, they know I'm from Honey Gang.
Right. You said the low end. I kind of want to start with that. That's like the low numbers in Chicago, like the 30s and the 40s and things like that, right?
Yeah.
Is that the south side or is that like its own side?
It's the south side.
It's the south side?
It's the south side.
All right. Is it a difference between it? Because I noticed like the numbers, like in the hundreds, it's the wild, and then it's like the east side, and like what is the difference from the low end in them other neighborhoods?
To me, Chicago, but I feel like the low end just have just like the heart of the city.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like the low end is just like the heart of the city. A lot of shit come from the low end. Like when you look like the players in the city, they come from the low end,
Right. When I look into the music in Chicago, I do my research. It seemed like the low end had a hold on the music before the drill culture came. Is that true?
What you mean, like?
Like it seemed like it was like G Count, like artists like that were buzzing first, and people like that.
Yeah, you had the LEP boys, and then you had Bump was on the low end once upon a time. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. How was it growing up on the low end? Because I ain't gonna lie on that side. I read a lot of newspapers. It seemed very aggressive. Shootings, murders, backdoor shit, all kind of shit happening over there.
Yeah, that's typical Chicago shit. But the low end is like pretty much typical Chicago shit. You know what I mean? It's rough though. Like I come from the projects, so I had to fend for myself different. You know what I'm saying? When you got them big ass blocks, it's just a lot.
You say the projects. People say project life is different than a regular neighborhood life. What's the difference between that?
From the neighborhood, it's just you got block parties and you got the neighborhood watch, and in the projects you ain't got that shit. You got to come up from the bottom and make what you got to make. You know what I mean? Like you start from nothing and scratch. The project's just different. It's rough. It's more rougher than what the neighborhood is.
Right now it seems like the whole Chicago is filled with shootings and shit every day. I open up the Sun-Times, it talk about 10, 12 shootings a day. Shaq, where that come from? It seems like you've been out here for a while.
I don't know. I really could say that. It's just the mentality, the culture of the drill music. You know what I mean? That just have a big influence on a lot of the shit that's going on in Chicago.
Oh, so you stamping the drill music do play a part in the wild shit?
Oh, it play a big part. For sure.
Because it is some people say, nah, it ain't the music being here. But I ain't gonna lie, this shit do send signals to the brain.
It's that, it be the women sometimes too, but
right.
It be most niggas set tripping. But at the end of the day, click shit, dumb shit.
I get it. Now, I ain't gonna lie now, this is my first time meeting you, Si. I had to give you a few warm-up questions, test the energy, see if it was gonna be okay.
Come on.
Now, the people who follow my YouTube channel, they know I got a list in front of me. They got a lot of tough questions on it that you link to in the drill culture. I kind of want to start with you right now, if that's possible. The legendary Zach TV, he got a YouTube channel. Got a lot of videos on there about neighborhoods and rappers and a lot of street shit. It's only a couple of them that hit 1 million views. And one of them is an interview about you on there that hit 1 million views. And it's actually the first time the drill culture really kind of met or heard about a guy named 051 Melly. not to bring old stories back, but it kind of tells a story of something happening in the club. You think we can speak about that?
Hey, whoa. Crump, who just walked in, man?
Man, it's bro, man. Y'all see what's going on? This bro, man. This one of them young buddy demons, man. 5'1", man. The young buddy, that's the only man. You hear me? What the fuck is that?
What the fuck you got on, man?
Oh, that's foolish. That's crazy.
He just came in the party. I knew who he was. He asking them who am I. They told him who I was. He's still in the party dropping wise. We don't do that. That's disrespectful when I'm around my person.
Look at all that die shit get you. You niggas ain't 100 gang. I'm the real 100 gang now. They tell them niggas, give me 10, you can have his back. Y'all talk all that money shit. Give me 10, y'all can have his back.
I don't really I don't really want to respond on old shit because I feel like the whole situation is where it's at. You know what I'm saying? But it happened. You know what I mean? And you can't. In Chicago, I feel like that happened to 80% of the rappers, 90% of the rappers. That type of shit happened to. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the wrong spot. Right. So, but it is what it is.
I get that. No, I totally respect that. I'm not drowning on that, but I did want to ask you, did that interview kind of change the perspective on you? Did people look at you different? Was you hot in the neighborhood? Did your life change a little bit after that interview?
I don't think it changed. I think people had a perception. I think people had a perception of what they thought. You know what I'm saying? What they think. Like, how I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? From one incident, but,
Right. I get it. Last thing I'm going to ask about that, because it seemed like we ain't touching on that. So the last thing I'm going to ask about that, though, Shy, if I can, in that interview, it kind of had, like, Melly, Krump, Zach TV, and a guy named, I think, Kurt Mack. Looking back at it, all those guys passed away. Are you amazed by how the culture changed since, you kind of was first in this shit?
The culture, no, I'm not amazed. I think it's evolution. It's bound to happen. You know what I'm saying? Certain shit is bound to happen. Like just how life set up. You know how this shit is, man. Like.